you want to become a Goodwill board member?
I believe volunteer service is important. What we do for others is greater than what we do for ourselves. I've been volunteering in my community since high school. Lee Bell introduced me to Goodwill Industries-Suncoast. I was impressed by Goodwill's over 30-year commitment to affordable housing.
As I learned more about what Goodwill provides, the services that it provides, the businesses that it operates, I became more and more intrigued by it.
Full alignment with the mission of empowering people through work, through personal responsibility, and realizing their full potential through work.
What part of Goodwill do you want to learn more about?
So I'm really excited about the part of Goodwill where you run your business. I've been with other not-for-profits, and most of them are focused on the opportunity to get money from other people, donations from corporations, from government, and from individuals. But I really am interested in learning about the retail side of the business and other sides of the business where you actually are developing your own self-sustaining abilities within your organization. Very interested in learning that part.
Presently, Goodwill Industries-Suncoast partners with Feeding Tampa Bay for My Mobile Market. My Mobile Market is a pop-up style grocery store that delivers nutritious food to underserved areas.
Who would you swap jobs with for a day and why?
The kid inside me still thinks that one day I could be a professional soccer player, so.
I would like to be President of the United States.
I would love to swap jobs with somebody that works for me. I'd like to try to understand and know what kind of leader I am and what I can do to help learn more about what kind of leader I can be by knowing the way that I lead and working for me for a day.
What's your hidden talent?
While I'm not a triathlete, I do triathlons and finish them successfully normally, but it is maybe not a talent, but a big passion of mine.
Have you done a triathlon with Louise Lopez?
I have not. She's a better runner than I am.
In 9th grade, I was actually chosen for a national choir that performed in Carnegie Hall in New York City.
What are you inspired by?
I'm inspired by the success of my kids. They have families and they have children themselves, and I'm just amazed and inspired by what they've been able to do in their lives.
I am inspired by virtue and character.
Have you ever met anyone famous?
I met Frank Borman, an Apollo astronaut, while waiting on a plane in Dothan, Alabama.
Believe it or not, it was Garth Brooks. I was in a business deal with him and his company, and Garth was as normal a person that you'd ever meet.
Growing up, I went to a school in Spain where my mother was a teacher, and all the celebrities' kids were in our school, so I met a lot of celebrities back in Spain, but they were just my friends' parents.
How do you see technology advancing Goodwill?
Technology and Goodwill may not necessarily be, synonymous, but you're still competing against other, internet-based like Poshmark and other places where people can donate their goods.
Coming from my background, I'd like to see how we can leverage data and technology to reach the people and families that you serve now at an earlier point in their life.
What's the one thing you'd like to do for the population that Goodwill serves?
I would ensure that we had comprehensive case management services so that basic needs were met, such as housing, career services, healthcare, and food, so that individuals and families could concentrate on stabilizing and improving themselves and their families.
I would like to provide them a way to help themselves be sufficient. It's the old teach the person to fish rather than fish for a person.
What's your favorite movie?
I'm gonna have to go with Braveheart.
Top Gun. I enjoy it because it showcases someone overcoming an obstacle.
It's a three-way tie. And these are kind of weird, so bear with me. Goodwill Hunting, Pulp Fiction, and The Departed.
As a returning board member, what do you think we need to be thinking about today to prepare us for the future?
As Goodwill, we've got to be thinking ahead of what's gonna be potential competitors, and they may not be competitors you've ever thought about. I mean, Amazon is a prime example. They've even gotten into clothing and sending boxes. You can now send, kind of send your stuff in, your measurements and stuff. They'll send you a box of clothes. We want to succeed and continue to keep our place so that we can get the revenue to support the programs, we've got to look at, you know, whoever our potential competitors are.